Do it right. It's the
I
first
didn't
year
choose
that
this. I didn't choose Savon's quarter, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. It was gifted to me by a good
somebody
friend named Wellington.
people are like, did you come up with that on your
Absolutely. Yeah, because when you first said, I was like, what? Savon's what?
But I do think that's a great point that you mentioned though, because Joel Embiid, the impact that he's going to have in this series is going to be like the biggest X factor, honestly, because he just has the type of the ability to take over an entire playoff game, and I think he's gonna have some great performances. But I got some questions in terms of like when he's a big like him coming back off of an injury, it's like, is he still going to be that Joel Embiid like that we're used to, or is there going to be some games where he's like a little winded? I think he's going to have a couple games where he's just like 40 plus, like, okay, Embiid's dominant. But I think over time, the Knicks are going to be like, all right, when Embiid's not clicking, Maxi's going to have to show that he can be that guy. Tobias Harris, who we know is inconsistent. Tobias Harris is very inconsistent, and he can have some cold games. So I think that the Knicks know that if it's not Embiid, which is a big if, and Maxi's doing what he's doing, somebody else has to click as well. So I think,
who on the Knicks is scary besides Jalen Brunson?
you don't think OG Anunoby is going to have an impact as well for the Knicks?
No.
I mean,
because he's going to have to hold. He's going to be him and Isaiah, whatever his name. They're going to have to swap on Joel Embiid.
That's true.
They're going to be gassed.
So you're kind of betting on them being winded, and that's what's going to like completely wear them down.
They don't shoot well, bro.
That's true.
They don't like. I'm not going big like I hate the Knicks. It's just without Julius Randle.
Yeah, you would have picked the Knicks if Julius Randle
absolutely
was here. Yeah, he would
absolutely because he can bang with Joel Embiid.
Oh yes,
and they'll be going back and forth. Yes. And then now Mitchell Robinson can worry about rebounding.
Yes.
So the roles kind of change because if you put Mitch on him, he's going to take him out. He's going to be either 19, 20 feet away. He's not going to be effective at a rebound, which Mitchell Robinson is a great rebounder and a blocker. So you take him out of the paint.
Yes.
He's not effective. So it's just, that's what I'm looking at. And then Jalen, the only player I'm confident is Jalen Brunson, who showed that he can do those things. But yeah, I don't have them winning. It's going to be a tight series. I'm not saying they're going to get blown out or swept or anything. It's going to be a tight series, but I just don't think they make it out alive.
So you would say like Sixers and 6-6?
I don't know just yet. Because now Joel Embiid is questionable for game one. So
that's what I'm saying. Wellington.
No, it's not. He's questionable because he's hurt. They're trying to recover.
That's what you have to think about that though, because when it's just like when you got a player coming back in, if this is the Joel Embiid that we saw at the beginning of the season, and it's like there's no doubt about him being who he is, but the fact that when you're coming off of an injury though, you got to think, especially for a big, there's going to be some games where they're like, okay, how is he actually going to fully be? We see with Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis is like, if one time he goes down, the whole world is just like, oh, LA world is like, what's going to happen?